Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. We'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He lofts it deep left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing here, Hurts. He's loaded another one up. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Hauled in by Musgrave.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Reed's got it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
Third and just 2 to go. Love from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie out of Colorado. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Again, a run with Edmonds. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought down by Quay Walker.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Slot man motioned over. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Packers will take over possession. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the pistol, here's Love. That's complete to Musgrave. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. He has the first and still going past the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Putting a receiver in motion. Takes the handoff, now Love. This is reeled in by Reed. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers go up 6-0 here in the 1st. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great...
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. He keeps it himself. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Nothing on that play, and now we have 2nd and goal. So we saw dueling ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. Jacobs will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you now forced to put the ball in the air.
Jacobs on 3rd and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Edmonds. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Quick touch pass to the receiver. No one around. He's got space. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Connects on the crosser. And they bring him down around the 34. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Hurts throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
63.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's caught at the 4. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Working inside the red zone. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, Kate, we see this all the time at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You've got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. This is Jacobs running left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason. Because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to it. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play fake, it's Love. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Edmonds. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run once more with Edmonds. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now Hurts. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
At their own 9-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Darius Slay with the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 16. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And now it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Loves to throw again. That finds Jacobs, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. They got a hand on it, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Shotgun snap, a give to Edmonds. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Jacobs running behind center. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Packers send out their punting unit. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Eagles will take possession. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. The give to Edmonds up the middle. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Hurts now from the gun. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing third and long. Back to throw, Hurts. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Looking to throw. Goddard makes the catch. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All set up now for first and 10. Motioning the tight end left. A handoff to Edmonds. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Second and 10 now. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A handoff left for Edmonds. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up second and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Edmond gets it going left. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on second and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here. Here's Edmonds. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Mostert on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Love from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Love now to throw. That's Reed on the slant. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Finally some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a 1st down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league. And you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And that is what we call a stat stuffer. First, Kate, he picks it up, and then he gets into the backfield and gets home for the sack, and now he is just feeling it. He's thinking to himself, today is my day, and let me tell you, as a former quarterback, you don't want any defender ever thinking of playing with that confidence.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Sidney Brown makes the play. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Mostert on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Love back to it after the pick. Cut by Jacobs. He's contained at the line for no gain. It's Baron Browning who makes the stop.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Reed's got it. At the 20. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
63.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, Hurts. Dumped off to his running back. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And they'll have to swallow a loss on the play as he's touched down behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll run this with Edmonds. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. A give right side for Edmonds. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's only 1 yard on the run, partner, and that's going to leave him with a tough 4th and goal. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
First down throw, here's Love. He'll get this one to Watkins. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense up to the line fast. On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Thrown on first down, Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 1. That'll be complete to Jacobs. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Packers down by a touchdown. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give. Fullback headed up the gut. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say the football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy. Something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going and getting you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. 1st and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. They'll run. Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Jacobs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers find a way to tie it late. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running it here with Edmonds. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. They've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. We've got a screen to the running back. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. They've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
To throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Setting up to pass. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
26,
Elliott all set for the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, here's Love. On target to Musgrave. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Love out of the shotgun. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up. And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now a carry by Edmonds. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.